Hey guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob Connor here, once again with another video. And today we're going to be looking at a horror film that I saw about 2006, and it had already come out a couple of years before that, I think. And basically, I mean, obviously it's an old, film. But the reason why I actually just suddenly thought of it, I think when I was doing another video, I think I thought of it, just came into my head. It just reminded me of when I watched this in 2006, and then I just remembered that it wasn't the best horror film, but I remember thinking at some stages, as I recall, it may have been a bit of a bad memory because I think I only might have watched it once previously, and I just somehow remembering it, or bits of it being, all right, not bad, because usually these type of films that come out on DVD straight away, and not most of them are not very good if it's not like a blockbuster or a well-known film. But this, I just remembered it not being, not too bad. And then as I was thinking of it, I thought to myself, oh, that film, wasn't that bad. I'm actually going to get it and, watch it again. Because it had been years since I last watched it. And I thought to myself, yeah, come to think of it, I'll just get it. So I hadn't seen it in years. So I think I only watched it once before. But yeah, I just thought of it, and then I just thought I'll just get it. And it wasn't very expensive. It was only about £3.50 on eBay. So it's not really much. So yeah, I just got it. And then I watched it again. And then, well, it's not the best horror film, but it's it's got bits that are alright in the middle. There's not really many kills going on. It sort of goes to flashbacks of basically the Green Keeper. If you haven't ever seen this, I mean, I would recommend getting it if you love horror films like I do, and you haven't ever seen it. I would recommend getting it or watching it if you haven't seen it. But if you have seen it, you basically know what it's basically the Green Keeper. So basically, the story is years back, the Green Keeper was sort of like greenkeeper, like the house, the gardener, sort of maintenance person who worked at this country club sort of thing, and then basically he had an accident, and then he was supposed to have got killed, but then there was like rumours going on that he was going around doing murders, and then it keeps going. There's not really many murders during the film, but there's sort of like a lot of flashbacks where he's doing murders, and then there's one kill, and then it sort of like gradually picks up towards the end, which I think the last like sort of half an hour is actually all right. It's sort of, but there's sort of like kills one after the other, but it's sort of like it's quite good, the ending where it's sort of done. It's sort of, as I say, it's not it's not the best film in the world, but it's sort of all right, it does pick up towards the like last half an hour. There's multiple kills one after the other, and actually some of them are all right, and it does look not too bad. And it's sort of like they're getting killed around the country club, on the golf course and stuff, and it's not too bad when it starts to pick up, but it's sort of like instead of the kills all spread out like 10-15 minutes each kill, there's sort of like one after the other, like Greenkeeper just killing them. But that bit's right. That's probably the bit that I actually remember, because I just remembered it being good for some reason, but then I just realised it was just just kills right at the end, really, just last half an hour. But that bit's all right, and it doesn't look too bad. But so the film in general is not the greatest, but you sort of got to watch it for the story. And as I say, it's just all right, So the last half an hour is where it starts picking up kills after kill, But there's sort of, I don't know, the way they did it like that to do that, but rather than having kills, But as I say, it's all right, and it's sort of a fun watch, really. I mean, if you've seen it, you'll know. But if you haven't, I would say get it, or watch it. But it's all right. As I say, it says Friday the 13th meets Caddyshack. I've never actually seen Caddyshack. Seen Friday the 13th, all the films multiple times, but don't know if it's that sort of thing. But I guess it's Friday the 13th-ish, sort of like. I mean, I like Friday the 13th and I like Jason, but in terms of like, the blood is, and the special effects is pretty bad. It's like, looks like paint. It doesn't even look like blood. It looks ridiculous at sometimes. It just looks like paint all just splashed everywhere. It's pretty ridiculous, but I like Friday the 13th films anyway. But yeah, I mean, this is. The kills are sort of gruesome, but they're sort of, as I say, most of the time it just doesn't really look like blood. It's like just ridiculous paint, and it's just, but I mean, sometimes when you see those type of films, you just laugh really, rather than, it's not really scary. It's just like laughable, but you sort of, not laughable. You think, oh, I absolutely hate it, laugh in a sort of good way, sort of thing. But I think it's all right, anyway. And as I say, there's a twist at the end where you sort of think that it's the Greenkeeper that's doing the killings, and it turns out to be this guy's brother, and it's sort of like a twist, it's sort of like a horror thriller sort of type film, and there's like a twist at the end when it doesn't turn out to be the killer you think it is. I think it's the Greenkeeper, and then all of a sudden it's this old bloke, and then it sort of makes sense. It will make sense to you. If you've seen it and then you obviously know what happens at the end. But then if you haven't, there is a twist at the end. But yeah, as I say, it's all right, and I think it's just like a fun horror film to watch. As I say, I've seen it twice. I'll probably see it again, but probably not for a while. But yeah, it's all right. It's just a fun, cool film. But it's just the way that they did it with. Doing last half an hour kills, and then there's like one kill in most of the rest of the film, but it's all right. It's a cool film. I mean, if you like Friday the 13th, you'll probably like this anyway. If you haven't seen it, because it sort of isn't. Don't expect it's going to be something like Friday the 13th, but it's sort of like laughable sort of kills, rather than like really horrific sort of like, where it's going to be blood splattering out rather than it looking like blood. But it's all right. It's a fun film, I think. I just thought I'd try, like, I know it's old, but it's just because I only just thought of it and I got it, and I thought I'd just give my thoughts and do a video on it. I haven't checked to see. I'm guessing someone's done videos on this because it came out in 2004. I mean, if they haven't, I'll be surprised if they haven't, because it's old. But if they haven't, then here's one anyway. If it hasn't been done. But those are my thoughts, and a little video on it anyway, just to show you guys. But yeah, as I say, it's all right, but it's sort of a bit ridiculous. But as I said, the kills at the end don't look that bad. But it's just the way that I did it, But as I said, I thought I'd do that video to show you guys anyway. And yeah, so that's pretty much the end of this video. And it's absolutely sweating hot in the UK at the moment. I'm absolutely sweating, and that's just doing one video. I'm trying to sort of take breaks. You might notice from my videos, I'm trying to sort of do them Even if I've got like 4 or 5, 6 videos, I'm trying to do them once a week, just on one day, because it's just too hot to just keep making videos now. It's just way too hot. You know, I'm not going to be doing videos every day. It's just too hot. I don't know really, to be honest. I know there's guys over here. I'm not sure how the heat is in America, but over here it's absolutely baking. And as soon as I say I'm filming this, I'm absolutely sweating. So I don't know really how some of the other guys are doing videos, a few videos every day, but you know, it's just way too hot. I don't know how they're managing to do that, to be honest, because it's just so hot. I don't know how they cope doing them. But as I say, I'm just trying to do them once a week now, because of the heat. It's just too hot. So even if I've got 6, 7 or whatever videos, I'm just trying to do them in one day, rather than like every few days, because it's just so hot. You know, and I don't really want to just keep sweating, because it's not very nice to just keep sweating and having sweat dripping off your body. It's just not a good thing, to be honest. It's just disgusting, and yeah, it's not very good. It's not very healthy. But you know, I thought I'd just do this video to show you guys anyway. So that's pretty much the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more vids, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, see you soon, bye for now. Cheers.